Hello everyone, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. Been a while. Sorry it's taken so long, but let's go ahead and get everything going. Alright, what to do? Just sending one last notification here. And we're done. Alright, as you guys remember, we were on the Natsuki path, and we were basically just trying to get all the, we're trying to get the good ending before we finish the game. So, without further ado, let's hop back in and see how we do. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers on her desk. Phoenix, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Hang on one second, guys. Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? I'll be right back, guys. Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast lately. Or today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Phoenix. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Phoenix. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Phoenix. Have you ever thought that maybe you're always seeing her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? Ha, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ahaha. Alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to see where Sayori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and set myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, and there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Hey, you! Hey? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you could just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. I'm sorry. I'm just... Oh no. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Aha. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Oh no. I keep taking a minute to just laugh because of the voice I chose for Natsuki. I could have given her even a little bit of a feminine voice. And I just went the complete 180 with it. So she's like this completely gruff dude. I thought it was somebody important. Well, now that that's over with, come read this manga with me, you baka. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Phoenix, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki, if you're not careful, you rip your own poem. Gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip a bit. Place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Well, why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. Sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the tests. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Because you. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things you just can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Ha, yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Who should I show my poem to next? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Phoenix. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Eh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. Guess if she changes her mind, she'll come talk to me. But I should leave her be for now. Hi, Phoenix. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Phoenix. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? Kinda knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I need to ask something of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she is the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it can end up damaging the club too. You wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now. Alright? Alright. And we already saw this one. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, now would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the one time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. I can tell things are even harder for you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Phoenix. The one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Could probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to leave me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your ass anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Phoenix may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Phoenix to...
Oh, what are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up for Phoenix to decide who he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really got a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though...
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Phoenix, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. You guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that...
That's because... Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome.
I don't think that really counts. What about you, Phoenix?
Me?
I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too.
It's not that big a deal of anything.
Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean...
Ugh. Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look.
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work out perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. Barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. Start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going?
Eh?
We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Humph. Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to yours.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. Guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, fine by me.
Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you better look forward to it.
Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I gotta act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kinda. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so...
Alright, I get it. Sorry for overacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
Never mind.
I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I'm pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is there a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We send each other exchanging numbers to double-check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Okay, so I'm actually going to skip this since we saw it in our previous stream. Sorry if you guys missed the previous stream, but it's just going to rehash everything I've dealt with before. Same thing with spending time with Natsuki, because I did spend time with Natsuki the last time. Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Phoenix. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't even know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder, flashes me one weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay. Now that we are back to square one, we are going to restart the game. Because we are trying to get the best ending. And also, since we've already seen all this, this one's going to be a lot shorter since we're just going to do different things to basically get the different reactions and different dialogue. So this one is we're going to just zip through this as quick as possible, so that way it's a lot easier for all of us. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite member will like. Okay. Okay, ambient, aura, passion, oh crap. Unstable, unrestrained, scar, oh crap. Forgive, ah, damn it. Agonizing, wrath, death. Damn it! Okay, I'm gonna have to start this all over again because I'm not having a good time. Trying to get Yuri, I'm getting more Sayori words. Alright, fast forwarding through the day again. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Horror. Effulgent. Intellectual. Death. Fuck! Contamination. Vitality. Incongruent. Misfortune. Fuck! Fear. Fuck! Frightening. Eternity. I try to do this from memory because, infallible. Uncanny, okay. Judgment. Disaster, okay. Entropy, okay. Hopeless. Fuck! Journey, okay. Disarray, okay. Destiny? Yes, okay. We got mostly Yuri words that time. I think I only got Sayori like twice. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead to the reading of the poems. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I just wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Hello, Austin. Yes, I did. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. no matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha, Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Phoenix? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying anything strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it a little difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your own mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Phoenix, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from her finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read it a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Okay, so we're going to show Yuri real quick. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Phoenix.
Me too. Oh, it's not gonna let me skip Natsuki.
Phoenix, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Ugh.
Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid.
I'm basically just skipping over everything that I've heard before. I was like, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, but which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about the thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. The fight between Natsuki and Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, it's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Phoenix. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. And the fur balls, it sounded like they were trying to kill each other across the house. It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So...
Eh? What did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Ah, good idea. For those of you not in the know, Natsuki basically said that Yuri stuffs her bra. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, skip ahead. Okay, determination, intellectual, contamination, melancholy, let's see here, disarray, crap, oh, God, fear, damn it, I was trying so hard to get a perfect, Yuri. So, wrath, broken, crap, incongruent, portrait, okay, philosophy, effulgent, crimson, uncontrollable, unrequited, crap, unrestrained, tenacious, let's see here, climax, misery, damn it. Grief! Crap! That better not have screwed up my chances. I'm going to be so frustrated. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Huh? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realize how weird it is to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Phoenix in club activities? Huh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Phoenix. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she quickly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I just wasn't expecting it. But it's also not right for Monika to judge people. Phoenix, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Phoenix, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Phoenix, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Phoenix. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Phoenix, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall, rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while you're reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. It's also kind of funny because it's like, yes! My reading posture! That's why! Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. Must read book! Monika! Fuck! After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh my god, no. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Scandalous! Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in her mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. Oh, in my mouth. Then she doesn't look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Phoenix? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time come to this. Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Jesus fucking Christ! Monika! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Phoenix, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks! The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of the chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Okay, let's show Yuri our poem. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Phoenix, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Excuse me. I really wanted to try giving it a little bit more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, she's being appreciated like this, I guess. probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh, even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote for today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. If it's alright with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase that reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I sliced the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself yet again. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Phoenix? Well, yeah, I guess I do. Feel like everyone has a little something like that. Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I mean, I might be ranting a little bit now, but you're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, there really aren't many people like you, Phoenix. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Sorry, Sayori, I know you probably have a lot to say about it, but...
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
Eh? What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother try writing poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty...
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that? You must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monika kind of whispers that last one part to me. Just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Same stuff from the last time. Skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Alright. Eternity. Variance. Vertigo. Entropy. Crap. Wrath. Desire. Death. Crap! Depression. No! Damn it. Meager. Fear. Crap! Disaster. Yes. Okay, vivid. Yes. Disown. Yes. Massacre. Yes. Destiny. Yes. Capable. Yes. Yes. Memories. No! Damn it! Frightening. After image. I was trying so hard to get a straight Yuri poem, and I still got Sayori in there. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. No, not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. You're just so mesmerizing. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willingly sharing that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not big a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Excuse me. Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Hey? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be so dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Phoenix, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight, and there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on in the inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Phoenix, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me is nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Phoenix, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out. They don't make fun of my body. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Phoenix. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understand what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful is really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Phoenix. I speak slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you however you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If other people don't see it that way, screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing in the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm, and time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before, giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. But with that, Yuri timidly smiles at me. I return to my seat so I can put her poem away.
Yeah, no thanks.
You didn't even...
Next!
Your style's gotten so refined, Phoenix. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know, spending time with her in the club room every day, reading an edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. All right, I get you. Just be careful, all right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway! Whole conversation. Just basically skipping through everybody. Well, probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No, I was just saying... Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Phoenix? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Phoenix? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I mean at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Phoenix picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Oh, why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much anyway, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Phoenix. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is coming to my house on Sunday? I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club. Skipping this again. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried over. I suppose that's true. Didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. Let go of Yuri's wrist. She put both her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that can help you with decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. Didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat.
I also wanted to do a candlelit date for the two of us.
Whoa, Yuri! Whoa, where'd that come from? What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for some essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
This is jasmine essential oil. It's for romance. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
That's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily.
Oh, wow!
Don't you think that you will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway in the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Phoenix. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Quit calling me out, game! Jeez! Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Ah, well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know.
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this.
You were laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow!
Phoenix! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look.
Ah!
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Scandalous! Phoenix! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Phoenix. And you say that like it's a bad thing. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Let's see here. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Excuse me. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry! Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face and neck down with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Ah. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whatever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Phoenix. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Boing! Sayori! Ah! Hi, Phoenix! Sayori! Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Phoenix. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Damn, that woman can move! Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Skip ahead. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you would be after I joined the club. Why can I not skip this? I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me, I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori. It's okay. It's just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Phoenix. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder, flashing me one weak smile before turning and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more than I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Okay. We are now on the home stretch, people. And because of that, I am going to do something really quick on all the streams. Okay. To everyone who is currently watching, it is going to get very graphic. Like, the game starts to go crazy. It's going to be seriously graphic. Like, if you get easily triggered by things that are disturbing,
Trigger
stop
warning,
watching
from here on
now.
out things are going to be graphic.
Like, you have to stop watching now, because it is going to get graphic, and I am not stopping. I'm just updating my titles on my streams because I don't want people to not know what's going on. I don't think I can change my YouTube or my... I might be able to change my Kick, but I don't think I'll be able to change my YouTube. Because when I say it's about to get graphic, it's about to be dark, it's about to be graphic. I am not making any of this up. So if you guys don't think you can handle it, I understand, as it is, like... It's a trip. I do apologize. I know you guys are probably like, what the hell's going on and why is he not doing anything? But I'm just quickly updating my streams because I know if I do end up doing something that does like actually affect somebody and I don't have it, like if I don't let people know, then I'm gonna feel horrible, you know? So I'm almost done. Alright, that's the best I can do. Let's continue on. It's the day of the festival. Whoa, what the hell did I just do? Oh, I opened the history thing. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take me with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I am more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Phoenix! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that had all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it, so that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Phoenix. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? How I basically turned down her confession? Makes me feel like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monika is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Phoenix? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from anything else Sayori's ever written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not that big of a deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. It's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more sounding like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Sayori! I gently open the door. It gets me every frickin' time, man. Gets me every frickin' time. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. It has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, gave her what I knew she wanted out of our relationship, that I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature clubs. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And Sayori is gone. Who is this amalgamation? What? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. If she is going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let Yuri catch up to me. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh no, oh god, the game, oh no. Please don't crash, please don't crash, please don't crash. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School days is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Phoenix? What the? Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you there. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? You can check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Phoenix. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Phoenix, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
I am?
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, Jesus, what the hell was that? What the fuck was that? I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. No. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Phoenix. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What?
No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Phoenix in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry, I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Phoenix? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Sorry, I needed a beverage. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Phoenix, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read past few years, I don't really have a good aim of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! You can give that back!
Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
No, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Phoenix? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Phoenix. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Phoenix? Yeah, could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Excuse me. Phoenix, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we all can share. Monika looks over at me once more. Phoenix, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. Whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I've unlocked a special poem. Can you hear me? Huh? Do, do. Hi again, Phoenix. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the fuck was that? Thanks for keeping your promise, Phoenix. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. What the fuck was that?
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. To be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
What the fuck was that? Monika, you're standing in front of the... I can't read it. Natsuki... something, have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature.
Monika is literature. God. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Phoenix. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book and I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Was it just me, or was the whole screen tilted a little bit? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
Heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the entire world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my entire life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Phoenix. Consider this a lesson, so don't judge a book. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from the box.
I'll show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo.
Don't just stand there.
What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Oh, that's... Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to keep up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. Something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get any friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them all being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. The other losers over time. That's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
At least it's safe here in the club room.
Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What the fuck? Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Phoenix. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow till I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Phoenix. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monika my poem. I like it, Phoenix. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No! It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, you always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be pretty powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. This is kind of what we've seen before. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem yet? Okay. This is all the same from the last time I did, Natsuki. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The light flickers. I flicker back. Sorry guys, I'm just skipping ahead because a lot of this I've already read, and if you've seen the previous episodes, this will look a lot of this will be familiar for you. So, just trying not to... Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. Okay, so this is before. Oh, shit! So it says, this doesn't involve you taking out your insecurity on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything... Oh, this is starting to get fucking trippy. Then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Phoenix hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Ah! Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as she noticed I was standing there. Phoenix! She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. God. Oh, shit. I don't know who to choose. Shit. Fuck. God. I don't know who to pick. God. Damn it. Hi, Monika. Hey, Phoenix. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Okay. Excuse me. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. Just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Phoenix, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get that much of a chance to discuss my book with Phoenix. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets. Oh shit. Welcome back, Phoenix. Yuri? What the fuck is going on? Hi, Yuri's right boob. Where's the rest of you? I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. What expression? She has no face! But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Oh, the rest of her just finally showed up. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized, but you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Phoenix, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you say something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
Mibble, Salkoff, Winesight, Lifeline, Anand, Receptality, faultlessly offered, Skiller, Masia, Nade, Cupcakes.
What the fuck is going on with your face?
I'll accept the apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I'm always afraid you secretly hate.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though. Hey!
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not! What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
Must not have heard it since I was playing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I hope it's not raining inside. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri.
You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Phoenix. Monika smiles sweetly as she bounces the girls out of the room with her ass. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Chose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Phoenix, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, She's fine! She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment present, and the people trapped there must have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. The facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Phoenix? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. So this kind of story, it's the kind of challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible, evil things, and suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking of the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get to that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Where the hell is the music? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine! I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Phoenix? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Okay, it's not raining inside. Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip it back into my bag.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes very differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was never to expect anything from anybody, so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
What the hell?
Phoenix, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Phoenix, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me!
What the fuck was that? Okay. Hi again, Phoenix. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as I'm not going bad. Happy that you're not applying yourself. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monika. Alright, great job, Phoenix. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression she's really totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time. So I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright. BT folk curlers? Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop! Violent grating, never in squeaking, screeching. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless, meaningless. Delete her. Oh shit. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, that got fucking trippy. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's a poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. A rotating wheel, turning on an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. The music's gone again. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolthead. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pin fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. I've unlocked a special poem. Okay. What the fuck is that? It's not a poem, that's like a jigsaw of Monika. It's not even a poem. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone can go sit at the front of the room. Oh my god, look behind Monika's shoulder. You can see Sayori in the background.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little bit more lively ever since Phoenix joined, and we've started with some club activities. This isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should all work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Phoenix?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Phoenix to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Phoenix joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Phoenix isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you really should consider our opinions for once.
Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. I was going to say the music's gone again. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Phoenix want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it as the same way as I did? That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Phoenix, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't any places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Phoenix. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody will cry if she killed herself.
Oh, shit, what the fuck? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. Okay, I thought maybe her eye would still be bleeding. But what about you, Phoenix? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. And that's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members... Oh my god, it is bleeding! I just now noticed it. I kept seeing something out of the corner of my eye. I was like, what the fuck? With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Is it still bleeding? Or did it stop? I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your... Yep, it's still bleeding. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. let's all go home for today. We'll all talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Phoenix? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with a little bit with Phoenix before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Seeing Sayori in the background like that is just really, one, disheartening, but also like, oh god, that's fucking creepy. Whew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Phoenix, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything, what's going on, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? That's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly got to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No! Stop it! I could see Monika hopping up in the bottom left-hand corner. Hi, Phoenix! I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? Brought my best tea today.
Monika! I told you not to! Ugh! Is she really late again?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. I guess another girl would be nice this time, so...
Natsuki?
Nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something?
Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah!
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Phoenix, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Phoenix is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys go do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. We're going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. Simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Phew! A sharp inhale like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Ah! Oh, shit. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Phoenix, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, thanks. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Phoenix. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can get up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Phoenix, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. A small bag of chocolate candies. Take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half the book, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer, our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it in my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. So now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to pull my attention back to the book. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any hard time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth, but just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Phoenix? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Oh, the fucking music's gone again. Phoenix. Suddenly, Yuri forcibly grabs my arm, jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Phoenix! My heart won't stop pounding, Phoenix. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Phoenix? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Can't make it stop. It makes me not even want to read. I just want to look at you. Is it time to share? It's time to share poems. Oh, I'm lightheaded from doing that.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. Still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing. But either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. Still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything. Doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. Don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try to being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Phoenix? If you would just spend time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika.
Phoenix, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. Didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I kinda messed up at, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Phoenix, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Phoenix. Never met anyone as nice to you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how else to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri just holds my poem to her chest and take this home with me. Keep it in my room. Hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry! Read it! I can't read it. I can't read this handwriting. Like, I can kind of read it if I really squint. To be close, something be closer. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about it. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. Okay, that's weird. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they all knew to tell a joke at that moment. Oh shit, my saves are gone too. Well, okay, well I'm gonna save here, and we are going to pick this up next time. Sayonara? Oh, I know what that's from. Pictures. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cool. Pictures of the poems. Got Yuri, Natsuki, Sayori. Secrets. Can you hear me? Oh, that's cute! That is adorable. I love it! Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Okay, I'm going to set that as the wallpaper. That is friggin' adorable, and I love it. Okay, with that all done and everything said and done, we are actually going to raid out to my friend Mooney. She's a sweetheart, and I think you guys will love her. And I feel like it is because of how cute this game is, even though it is turning into a horror game, you guys will love going to see Mooney right after. So, thank you all so much for watching. Regrettably, I must depart, for I must work in the morn. But don't let that stop you from coming to see me tomorrow. Without further ado, this is Phoenix Darkfire, signing off. Also, if you guys want to use the raid message, please enter !raid1 in the comment section.
Raid 1. We are here to raid your channel and set fire to all around us. We are the Darkfire flock.
But this is Phoenix Darkfire, signing off.